Hey, welcome back to another Habs Summer Target with the hockey coach Francis directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing great Sunday night, August 24, 2025. Wow, already at the end of August. We are approximately 45 days before the beginning of the NHL season 2025-2026. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend and ready to rock and roll the recap of the week in NHL and the Montreal Canadiens tonight. We're going to talk about the pressure for different players for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season, for the specific reason behind the pressure for the Montreal Canadiens. So, this is what we got tonight for all of you, and you're ready to talk, exchange your thought about the Montreal Canadiens the last couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks. How you feel about the summer for the Montreal Canadiens, and how do you feel about the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens? We're going to be off tomorrow night because the next 2 days I'm going to move at some point. We don't know if it'll be afternoon today or tomorrow morning. But on my case right now, because it's Monday morning, you guys it's Sunday night. But no show Monday. If everything turned to be okay, I should be back Tuesday night. And if not, Wednesday night, we have a big show because we have a double guest Wednesday night. Marco Larabi and Mr. Jim Beringer return together for the, but not return, but come back inside the Hockey Nation. But it will be the first time they work together with me for a special show of the Montreal Canadiens Wednesday night. We should also after that Thursday, Friday, then off Saturday, and of course restart because the following weekend, next weekend, this is the 3 days weekend off for many of you because it's a Labor Day weekend. So Monday, September 1st, all of you are going to be off, but not the Hockey National Show. September 2nd, we launch the 6th year of the Hockey Nation with fun news. It's fun time to show. We're going to have a new show. We don't have a new show. We're going to have a show maybe change the time. The one we talked right now at 8:30. We don't know if we should stay at 8:30 until 10, but we like to cut the 2-hour show at 90 minutes. We're still talking about this right now. And then finally, September 3rd, the Wednesday night, this is where we're going to have Frank and Marco Larabi with me to overview the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens on performance, what it will help the Montreal Canadiens to returning in the playoff. Individually, line by line, power play PK, goal again, goal for the group of the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. This is really the show we kick out all the projection for upcoming season, and then daily we're going to make some projection on my trivia on my question of the day about all different players. It will be 23 days, about more, maybe 26 days of projection of one specific players with a special graphic about the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. So we not take any day off here at the Hockey Nation. We continue to deliver contents on different website, and we continue to deliver some video here. And we do now a short video. We're launching for the sixth year a new show, one time per week and maybe 2 times per week about the fantasy hockey now, and about the NHL draft prospect. We go there right now. We try to figure out how I can work on my schedule of 12, 14 hours per day. I can include those shows for the upcoming season. We have to see how this works, but we are looking for that. So we'll see what's happening about that. So that's it. That's all about what's going on. You can join also the Discord of the Hockey Nation. It's a start. It's work a little bit like what it worked a little bit that we have, what, maybe 20 people now in the Discord. conversation is up and down because the hockey is not there yet. But yesterday, me and TH, we talk about Victor Eklund example. Marco talk about New Hook, I believe, or someone else, and Discord. And of course, you can also join the fantasy hockey of the Hockey Nation. We are returning for the 5th year, I believe, for the upcoming one. Just let me know if you want to join us. We'll send you the link. We're going to give you all the information about the fantasy hockey and the Hockey Nation on the Hockey Nation. So that's what we got for you guys. And let's see what we got all the people in the chat tonight. First of all, we have Billy from Nova Scotia back in the house tonight. Welcome back. Thanks, Billy, to be with us. Mr. Guy. He's also with us tonight. Thanks, Mr. Billy. The weekend was smooth, Coach. Well, the move was smooth. We're not moved yet. So the move was supposed to start afternoon today. Start today. Was supposed to get out today. But we have to push back tomorrow morning. Nothing wrong. It's just the schedule did not work. And I changed my plan. Now I'm going to go with like sometime in Canada, maybe called Uber. Here it's called the boat. So we're going to take a boat from here to Bangkok airport. And for the airport, someone will pick me up. And then go back on my new destination. Will be what happening about that one for sure. Ron King, Los Angeles Kings. Ron, welcome back. Moderator of the Hockey Nation show from Utah. The King have some kind of conversation the last 2 days. A couple of news about that. We're going to have a subject tonight about 5 players could have a breakout season. And one is about the Los Angeles Kings. Tonight, Roy from Bangkok. Welcome back, Roy. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend, Roy. Weather was pretty good, Roy. No, that said, Friday night, I believe, was raining. Yeah. But the rest of the weekend was pretty good here in Pattaya. So stay one more night in Pattaya. I should return to go out one more time. Have a farewell Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why not to go with 4 times? Another farewell tonight again. That's live. Crazy live. I'm Chicken Labro back in the house tonight. 4 days before the beginning of the high school football game at Thursday night. Thursday night we're going to not have RJ before late. The Woodridge. I still have to check Randy RJ with my buddy Todd Turkin. Yeah, but who was RJ? A head coach of a really well-known head coach of the Woodridge Football High School. If you give me the name of that coach, I would say that's the one Todd Turkin played as a quarterback. But I can't remember all the time you talk about that coach. The name cannot come on my head. That's crazy. Billy, yeah, I was supposed to move today. It's just a conflict of schedule. That's pretty much it. I couldn't move today, but it would be tomorrow morning. Nothing wrong with that part over there. I would try catch the show as much as I can. And this coming week, I will be at work for the next 120 hours. So be careful. Run 1 hour at a time. Coming from Rocco Peluzzi. The ball forward from Zurich. Here we go. Glad to hear that. LDP is in the house tonight. The LDP. The Buffalo Sabres, #1 fans of the Hockey Nation. Buffalo is interesting. I'm doing right now the preview of the upcoming season for each team. And Buffalo is really interesting to read that. They have a couple of great players, but they cannot put this together. Every year we said this is going to be the year. This year is going to be the year. They're going to hit 15 years with no playoff. PLW said United, Dakovic, Run, and Misidi to all win their first round match at the U.S. Open for. Oh, tennis is stopped now at the U.S. Open. You know, I'm not a big fan of tennis. Like, you know, I'm not a big fan of other sport. But those tournaments, your U.S. Open, the Wimbledon, and with the couple of increasing, I would say, star on the tennis from Canada, you have to pay a little bit more attention when those kind of tournament about this. I think Fernandez won today. I said that news. I could be wrong, but I think I read that. And that's the kind of tournament sometime I like to watch. I'm not a big fan of tennis because it's just like, you know, you have to be sit behind the player. You cannot be in the middle of the tennis. You have to be behind a player. Like when I go watch hockey, my dad teach me at a young age. We're going to sit behind the goalie. We're going to be sit behind the goalie. Because the view of the hockey, you can see the play all the way north-south, example, right? That give you a better idea how the plays develop, the system, how it works, better at the site-wise. But the football, the fans want to be in the middle. So all the fans in hockey and South, example, like Florida and Louisiana and that in 1990s and 2000, everybody wants to sit in the middle. Nobody wants to sit behind the goalie. What's crazy? But it is what it is. Billy, LDB. Jordan number 32 is in the house tonight. How do you do the fantasy hockey, coach? That sound excited. But yeah, you just give us your email address and just tell me you are in. And send me an email at coach@coachrenchi.com. We're going to join you, put you on the list of the 16 GM. You do an NHL draft at the beginning of the season, maybe October 3rd or something like that. The schedule is not done yet. Usually we do this live on the Zoom, not live on the show here, but we do a Zoom and we talk each other. You don't have to be on the camera. But I think last year was the first time we did that together with Ron, me, and Marco in our tap. I think we had 6, 7. Justin was there. But yeah, that's the way. Mark Elliott knocked the door. Bet of the night, Guerrero will once again to deliver a clinch situation. Oh, that's happening again already. There we go. That's great to hear that. I don't know what the Jays were looking for from Sherbrooke, Mr. Philip. Go, baby. This is our year, coach. Yeah, I think Montreal is going to have a good year overall. I agree with that. Last sample of the local cheese, coach. Yeah. Saturday, I hit hard. I did not work Sunday morning. Saturday, I came back at 6 a.m. in the morning. I did my tour of what I've been, Black Minu and other location. And then at 4 o'clock, 3:30, I believe, I start to play pool. And then I met someone. The Thai women are very good play pool. And I met someone there, and then I start to play against her. And then at some point, I was winning on my table like 6, 7 games. She was doing the same thing. She beat me the first time. And finally, at 5 o'clock, I believe, 5:15, she lost her game. And then she joined my table after that. I beat her. And then I played 5 times. I beat her 3 times. She beat me 2 times. So it was Saturday. Yesterday we went out. Came back a little bit late, but not like last night, like Saturday night. Sunday night was hard. I don't drink, but it's fun to see, you know. But it's one more time tonight. My buddy from USC is still here, so maybe go with him tonight. But it'll be the last one. That guarantee that one. Tonight is the last one. So ah, I don't work tomorrow. I maybe go a late night tonight. And they have to take a nap today if to recovery. I have to go back to the gym one more time because the gym is going to be in my gym at home now. I have to build a gym at home. It's pretty amazing talking about this. I should bring you. I don't know why. I don't know my phone now. My phone is somewhere, but it's pretty amazing. What is shocking me is like that the people Roy he live here, Kenneth he live also here, and Maurice too. But Kenneth, his wife and him build. He work on the farm, and the Thai people with nothing, they build something. Like she built a garden by herself during the weekend. Like she built like a with bamboo and net around. She got net. I don't know where she got this anyway. And she built like a vegetable area on the backyards by herself with bricks. I'm telling you right now, it's crazy. Blew my mind. So yeah, will be interesting to see what I'm going to be over there. We're going to maybe we talk about this. Maybe build a channel about. It's not me. It's about live, on the countryside of Thailand. We'll see. She want duck. She want chicken. Why not to use pig? Why not? But we'll see what's happening about that. Coach New Hook on the PK one this season from Philippe. Yeah, it could happen there. Roger Bouchard is in the house. Fernandez beat Marino. Here we go. Here we go, Fernandez. I knew I said that today. About tennis. Love tennis. I like tennis. I like tennis for that one. So we increased the number of the sub. We're missing now 255 sub before the beginning of the season. We're not going to get that. But we're getting closer. No doubt in my mind, we need to hit the 10,000 sub before the end of the year 2025. We have to get there. So it's all about the Montreal Canadiens. Head coach position listed for season, Kevin McChure and Dominic Bueno are the assistant coach for the Woolridge. As here that RJ, I'm talking about a coach and Woodridge in 1990s and maybe 80s. He was a coach in high school in New Jersey. He was in New Jersey because Todd was born in New Jersey. And that coach been there for years, many years. And that coach I'm talking about at the high school make an impact about players. And I cannot remember I have to look. I have to check this. I came on my mind too many times, RG. Coach, we love a channel or experience Thailand, especially food. Yeah, Billy. They have like some kind of channel about because I look about this. They have women live in Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, but not only women, but they have like women and husband. They live in like nowhere, and they build everything by their hands, and how they sell this on the market. And some of them make not about money but viewers. It started to be more secure now because you have too many people does it. But like 3 years ago, those people was 2-3 million viewers watching the video. What is really impressive for me, when they make the video, it's well done. They have no voice, they bit music. The way they build the video with different, capture of the video, how they edit the video is pretty impressive. And they make, whatever the ratio is $1 to $3 viewers by 1,000. If you hit 1 million, they can make like, maybe 2-3,000 per video at least. That's not bad. There are channels that show this on YouTube, and one teenage woman actually built a mini functional hydroelectric dam. Here we go. I'm telling you, I started watching this, how the visual and how they do that is pretty amazing. Jerry Capito is served head coach for the World Ridge program for 1990-92, followed by Pat Darlene. I have to look that. Luciano Graziano, guys, is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Madrid, the Hockey National Show. Hopefully, your mom doing better. Glad to see you, my friend Luciano. And we conscious, guys, to pray for the people. They have some challenge about health for the member of the family. Luciano was one of them. And our tap, Steve McNair, and many others. So we consider to get there on that one. Live fan and the house. Welcome back, like you said about this. Here we go, guys. We're going to hit what we're supposed to do tonight. We have the NHL news, Montreal Canadiens news, pressure for Montreal Canadiens. We're other subject for what's going on around the league and NHL. Very quiet during the weekend, honestly. Pretty sure we have a couple of things we can talk about this. Follow my video I produce every single day. And sometime I release, guys, a video for 1 minute, a short video, early afternoon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, about the Montreal Canadiens. It's very quick, but I give you a little bit more information about different things. I'm going to do a little bit more short video about the NHL, and then, of course, about the Montreal Canadiens at some point every single day. There we go. Pete Martin is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on like. Don't mind, that'd be great. The first is, guys, today, there are no signature during the weekend. The only one got is Marco Ruzzi. We talked about this last week. A couple of players get a new deal. Marco Ruzzi is one of them. Frank Nazar for the Chicago Blackhawks get a deal also. Maybe you don't know, but I'm a contributor of the Hockey Hot Stove website, and Chicago is my team. And it's fun because I learned a lot about their team and how this works. So Frank Nazar get a contract last week. I do also now the Edmonton Oilers on the fan side. This is a little bit different because they have a couple of people contributor. On the Hockey Hot Stove, I'm the only one. On the fan side, you have a couple of people write, and it's really difficult. I like it, but I don't enjoy it most because subject is different. Anyway, I wrote 2 articles this week about one about Ran Nuggins, RNH, and then I write one for Wayne Gretzky, how the record he beat in NHL. Wayne Gretzky. This was pretty good. I got a couple of good comments about that. Anyhow, Edmonton Oilers, guys. McDavid could sign for over $50 million deal long term with the Edmonton Oilers. It looked like the negotiation between the Edmonton Oilers and McDavid are real. Is the term is the most questionable maybe on the negotiation between McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. You have to take a note for Edmonton Oilers, the general manager is Stan Bowman. But a couple of years ago, they hired as the president of the team Jackson. And Jackson was the agent at Connor McDavid. So that relation is still there between McDavid and Jackson. I'm pretty sure that, you know, when they talk about negotiation, Jackson is a part of that negotiation with Connor McDavid. McDavid don't go nowhere. That said, McDavid can decide to maybe go with a 5-year deal or 6-year deal and not to maximize his full year extension for his new deal. But we have to see what it will look like for sure on that one. But McDavid is looking good to stay with Edmonton Oilers. Ron, how do you think the Hudson contract will work out? Does he sign a short contract, later get more money, or do I make him sign long term? Laine Hudson and the Montreal Canadiens look like could wait until next summer. Other rumor, they said they may be signed before the season starts. That's a little bit what happened with Connor Bedard. That said, Hudson, or at least for the Montreal Canadiens, they would love to sign him a long term. From what we heard, and from what you know, I'm not I'm not an insider. I'm not a guy like I know exactly inside of different things. I'm not that kind of person at all. But when you do a lot of search, you always try to read between line. Yeah, a couple of things around where Laine Hudson want to play for the Montreal Canadiens. Laine Hudson have the logo of the Montreal on his heart. Laine Hudson doesn't want to go nowhere. I believe both of them, the Montreal Canadiens and Laine Hudson, would love to have a long-term contract. This is my feeling. Some said no, 4, 5, 6 years. But when you reach 6, 7, 8 years, for me, it's a long-term contract. Montreal have a history under Ken Hughes to sign the core of the players a long term. Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, they got Noah Thompson, Kaden Cooley, Uri Sakoski. The next two, but Laine Hudson, even Demidov. When they go to secure all of them, and they already have many of them, at 6, 7 years, that's guarantee Montreal Canadiens a really long-term project future with the team. The Carolina Hurricane is one of them. The Dallas Star, they are one of them. And the way they manage the deal, the contract, the template of Montreal Canadiens is maybe the top 3 best salary cap wise spend value by the core of the players. That's what make me Hudson to sign a long-term contract. How much? They have some kind of speculation. Compare Hudson to Noah Thompson, signing an 8-year deal at 9.5. At some point, I look about this. I think I talk about this here. But you have to be careful because Noah, what is third time deal in NHL. You have an entry-level contract. He signed a bridge contract. And then at 25, he got this year his long-term 8-year deal. Laine Hudson just going to finish next year or this year, his entry-level contract is going to be a second deal. To get him at 10 plus, I'll be shocked. Can he get more as Suzuki? No doubt. Can he be lower at Thompson? That would be one reason I said. But if you get him a long term below $10 million, that would be a great deal for the Montreal Canadiens. But we have to wait what could happen for that. Great question, by the way. Did not sign a agreement for 8 years on Hudson. Since it's about like $8.1 million, I don't think so. N26 don't next. They don't need to sign Hudson until after the season. He cannot receive offer sheet. On that point, you're right, N26. But first of all, welcome back. You're right. The only thing I would say to you, N26, is Laine Hudson would love to get his contract done before the season starts. If it could happen, is it possible? That's what I heard about that. We'll see. A2 in the house. Laine Hudson is not playing anywhere but Montreal. Stop listening to fake media. Well, I never said, I don't know, but I never said he would play somewhere else for that. But we'll see what could happen for sure. For that. Talking about other players, guys, we have other one. One is a Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild is another team. When you do all the preview, they get older. It's fun player like Hartman and Zuccarello and Wenson, Broden. The defensemen. They've been there for a couple of years. But they have excellent players like Boldy, Rosina, Aslan, O'Green, I believe. O'Green, Liam O'Green, I believe it is, last name. Eriksson Ake got hurt last year, but he's still a great hockey player. And we have to talk about Kaprizov. After an excellent season of the goaltender, Philip Gavdelson, another goaltender for the Ottawa Senators, by the way. He had two excellent seasons in NHL the last 3 years. He's talking about an extension contract for him with the team. The Minnesota Wild have to figure out how much money they're going to give to Kaprizov. I thought at some point he would get $15 million or $14-15 million. Ross Sportsology said to us Thursday maybe $12 million. I don't say it's guaranteed there, but the Minnesota Wild are very good. It's just the Western Conference is very hard to beat, on the Central Division, the Winnipeg Jet, the Dallas Stars, the Colorado Avalanche. This is a difficult division for the Minnesota Wild. But we'll be interested in what Gustafsson can get as a goaltender. Swimmen got what, $8.5 million last year. Can Gustafsson get 6-7? I think the rookie Dostal got $6 million. I think Gustafsson could deal about $7 million, $6 million plus. But we'll see what happening. The cap would be over $100 million next season. At 10% of the cap, it would get $10 million for Laine Hudson. Would be interesting how he can shut out the Pittsburgh. That was a catcher for the Jays. The next one I want to talk about is the Vegas Golden Knights, Jack Eichel. Standard one guy is on the. You have a lot of great hockey player guys on the final year contract. Become UFA next year. Jack Eichel got traded for the Buffalo Sabres. Another one, leave the building, and he had a lot of great season A lot of time we heard he was his behavior as a player inside the locker room. His performance as a player was not there. He's always been a 1 point average per game since he played in NHL. And he delivered with the Vegas Golden Knights. The rumor is possible he gets $15 million. It makes sense maybe. It's not for me. Can he become the second player get $15 million behind McDavid? We know Trisado is at what, 14? McKinnon at 12? I don't know. Jack Eichel is going to be like 28, 29 maybe? That's a lot of money. I know what he can do. That will shrink the salary cap. Now, Pedangelo is on long term, $8 million. But if you increase the what? I think Jack Eichel is at $10 million to 15, it's $5 million more. I can understand like in 26, the salary cap increasing. But if you can have a better average percentage for each player on your top 6, 7, 8 players, that help to build a better team, I believe. From you, do you think Jack Eichel deserves $50 million? I don't know. Never been a plus, 100 point. He's 28, turned 29, like I said. 94 point last year. 68 and 63. 66 and 67. 25 and 34. Last year, he played 37 games. This is his highest number, is not true. Since 2018, it was his highest number of the game in NHL. You know, we are really difficult about face-off in Montreal. Look, Montreal, this guy 50, 45, 40, and Doc cannot win face-off. Newhook cannot win face-off, and look, Jack Eichel, 45, 45, 45. Before that, 48, 48, 46, 47. He have an average, guys, of 44.8. He's your number one center. Yeah, William Carlson. Before that was Chandler Stephenson, Nicolas Roy. It's not like, I understand face-off is important. I don't know if PLW is still here, but PLW bring a lot of point debate about the face-off. Yes, if you win, you don't running after the puck. And power play example. Yes, face-off important. Better to have Patrice Bergeron on the face-off or John Tavares or whatever it is. But as a guy, get $12 million, 6, 7 years, and 26, we guess won't get more cut minor. Not a bad point about this. What Saint McDavid, maybe $12 million for him too. Here we go. Salut Luc Laverson. Welcome back in the house. How much does Eichel make now? He's at 10.5. I think a bit overrated. Like I said, look, this is a guy plays 65, 70 games per year. Last year he did 37. But every year, he has a 1 point per game average. This year he hit 94. His highest total goal is 36. Is it not crazy? 36 did one time. During his 10 years in NHL, he reached 2 times 30 goalie plus. 28 last season, 31 before that, 27. That's I agree with N26 and Mark and everybody else. Uh, you know, Mike, welcome back, Mike. Not what more $10 million, Mike. See, for him it's 10. I will be disagree with you. Um, but I can understand your point of view. I think $12 million is really where I feel good. But when you go to kick in his new contract, it will be 30 years old. The first 3-4 years or his deal at 7 or 8 year, the value will be there. But when you study the analytics stuff, you're going to see his value go down every single year. It's for me, it's a risk to pay him more at $12 million. I think you nailed it on that one. Market is crazy, and those days Eichel is not worth that kind of money, but he would get it. Yeah, maybe that's maybe the thing about that. My last news, guys, about the NHL, the World Cup in 2028. It look like every 2 years we're going to have a Winter Olympic, and then going to get a World Cup. Now they have some kind of the fraction between the IIHF, whatever they call it. Yeah, International Hockey Federation, where they was running before the World Cup and all the kind of tournament. But look like now it's NHL want to control that, and they take care about this now. From Daly, the vice president of hockey of the NHL, of the behind the number one Gary Bettman, said that tournament will be 8 teams. You're going to game in North America and in Europe. They have to finalize again that tournament, but that's what they're targeting. For me, as a hockey fan, this is great. Look, every 2 years we have those kind of tournament in February. This is good. I love it. I wish we have it's not a wish, but I wish like we have the best of the best every night play hockey. This is the good news for the hockey at the end of the day. I use timing. It was A2. I don't know. The market is crazy. I've got the money. That makes Ski look like a huge bargain. And Mark, you're right. I think Ski have a good market. Yeah, you're right. Mike was said. Use timing was perfect, and most of our core is very affordable. A2. Rajit Delaney, welcome in the house. Don't forget everybody to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. The World Cup without Richard is just crazy talk. A2. But it is what it is right now. But we'll see if the next couple of years we can get that kind of team play hockey. Yeah. Pete, hockey. Yeah, Pete is always sell out over there. Pete at the game. At two reasons. Um, Hockey grow like Arizona grow hockey there. The youth program. Dallas Stars did the same thing. The Flare Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they have a base of hockey in Vegas now. More today it was 10 years ago. That said, many times a team play there, the Rangers or the Edmonton. They have many fans organize a trip for a couple of days, a week, in Vegas when their team play in Vegas. That's the reason I still believe Vegas is a good spot. Plus, big events and NHL happen in Vegas. But I can understand your point of view, Pete. Thanks again for all the like we got tonight. This is why Laine looked bad at 5 versus 5. He played with New Hook and Doc. It was always exposed for bad puck retrieval PLW. Because Doc and New Hook cannot win face off. 5 versus 5 Laine looked good with Owen Beck. I don't know. Like, Connor McDavid play with Corey Perry and he put the puck in the net. Like, a Patrik Laine cannot adjust himself and he cannot give his 100% every shift. He can play with Zuski. It would be the same problem. His inconsistency play at 5 versus 5 and to blame someone else, I disagree. He has to be accountable, Patrik Laine. And to be at 5 versus 5 better players, you have to be sure you play good also in defensive zone. And you have to move the puck and you have to move your feet and you have to chase the puck. You have to play physical. You have to protect the puck. You have to go to take the right decision making. I disagree. Jack Eichel is at 45% right now, 44. His teammate put the puck in the net too. He had 94 points. I don't know. He played with Sébastien Aho at the World Championship, at the, whatever they call it, tournament, at the Four Nations. Then he was just okay. He was not like the best player at that tournament. He didn't score like 6, 7 goals, 9 goals. I don't know about that. Because if I reflect for what you just said, that gave us Demidov going to have a bad year. So if this year we see Demidov with New Hook, and Demidov get 50 points plus, that prove that Laine, it was a problem with New Hook. But if Demidov have an average of 30 points this year, play with New Hook or Doc, but that's what PLW said tonight about Laine. I just not sure about that. Many players will get over $7 million in the coming years. They will all be overpaid. The cap goes absolutely below for like the NBA. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. And 26. It's just that some kind of the GM are crazy. He gave so much money at one player. Like, look this summer. Ken Holland, $4 million Dumoulin, CC. The deal of Provorov with the Columbus Blue Jacket. I don't know. I think they have to be careful. At the same time, N26, and who's going to get the $7 million, right? But I understand your point of view. Mike, if Laine scores 60 plus points with 30 goals and a plus minus and a positive, I would resign him with a hometown discount, which I think it would be take maybe 6.5. Okay. Mike, give me the longevity of the contract for Patrik Laine with that statement. You're not wrong, but I would like to hear what you feel like. How many years? 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5 years. Um, okay, I must send a keyboard. Question, coach. Do you take Jack over Zuski? Great question. Uh, I said, coach, it's easy, Zuski. Yeah, you can go that direction. I would take Suzuki. I think it would be a complete game. You have a player like Suzuki never missed one game, and and Jack Eichel, he missed an average of how many game? This year was his highest number, 77. Example face off, 45 versus 50. Um, Playmaking, pretty good, both of them. Jack Eichel scored 30 goals per year. Nick Ski, that's what his average right now. Number of point is highest. Jack Eichel is 94. Ski 89. First time he beat the 1 year point per game. But the defensive zone, Ski is so much better. But I believe, in my opinion, and I'm one of them guilty because it's a team I follow, but I don't watch a lot of the game. I don't know why, but I was said I watched Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary more the late game at Vegas. I will watch more the game for the Kings. I don't know why. I don't know. It's not the helmet, but um, how we can why Jack Eichel don't get more love? I don't know. Personality, not flashy. I don't know. But yeah, look, I would take Zuski. A long answer for that comments. There are very few players that I would trade Zuski for very few. Yeah, I agree with that. A2 as a good comments about Zuski. Had a girlfriend named Patience. She was not the key. Coach is right. Laine is Laine problem. And again, respect for him. That you have to give credit. He has a problem. He tried to fix it. He fight with this every day. It's not easy. When you play at that level, and that's your job in your life, what the pressure is coming in, you have, and you have that kind of the sickness, right? You have to give him credit. He's changing. He does a lot of great things. That's not about the players, it's about the human being. That said, for me, sometimes his biggest enemy is himself. This is I when you part of the your coaching and everything, right? You have all different character in the locker room. And I would take an example. I can scream to number 34 on my locker room and give him a lot of psst out of him. But if I do this to 46, but that 46, I lose him for the rest of the year. It will be like pity. It will be like you can see his shoulders shrink and they go down. How you know that is to know the personality of your players. Martin Saint-Louis, I'm pretty sure he know he cannot treat Patrik Laine like he treat Cole Caulfield or Nick Zuski, everything like that. I know they are professional. I know they're adult. I know they are maturity and I know that. But at the end of the day, Patrick take too much on his own body or mindset and become negative by himself and reflect that on his game. If he can improve that, I think that would be already a big improvement for Patrick Laine. And this sometimes it could come for his passion, sometimes it can come his desire, and because he want to perform, that he want to reach the standard of his value. He knows he's a smart hockey player. He knows what is value in NHL. So, yeah, great question that for sure. A2, great comment too. Coach, have high hopes for a Mazar. Do you think he would play for Montreal or even in the NHL? This is a plug, guys. I talk about pressure. I want to talk about pressure tonight. I did not mention his name, but this is 2025-26. Not his last chance, but he had to prove a lot for him to realize if he can play in NHL, if he can handle the American Hockey League, can he stay in the Montreal Canadiens organization? The chance, Guy or Billy, is really small. That's the reality behind that. And sometimes his trajectory change with injuries. Sometimes is get better. It's remind me right now, Philippe Mazar, Alexander Olds. Alexander Olds is a player draft on the New Jersey Devils 10, I believe, overall. Something similar. Mazar 26. Not easy player select between 20 to 32 to make the NHL, to be consistency in the NHL. Mazar is a 5'10", great skater, good release. Injury stopped him. Wrist injury, concussion, Kitchener Rangers. Last year, 2 injuries with the Laval Rocket. Sometimes players are just there. That's it. That's all. It would be a bad pick by the Montreal Canadiens, but you have to move on. It's happened constantly at those areas of the pick at 25, 26, 27. But Olds make the New Jersey Devils and the Vegas. Talent-wise, skill-wise, pretty good, but stuck at the 4-line. And he's not a 4-line player. That's the reason he's not signed yet. I don't see that. And Mr. Nandal is in the house. Patrick was still young. It's all about have better puck retrieval player with Laine. Laine cannot be used as a screwdriver. He is a hammer. I can understand your point of view about that, right? But he cannot sit on the ice, wait for the puck, and then shoot the puck. And this is about effort. It's about complementary with the player behind you, beside you. Crosby play with Pascal Dupuis, Chris Konitz, Ross, and many others. He bring them to the next level. If Patrik Laine play on the line, he is the best player for that line. He should elevate a player beside them. Is it Backstrom make Ovechkin better, or is it Ovechkin make it whatever it was Backstrom or anybody beside him? I don't know. And I'm not negative about Patrik Laine. It's been that way his career in NHL. This kid is still improving, more point year after year, reaching his peak. Gary Connery knocked the door. Welcome back. Laine is healthy now with a better attitude, and some happy could be a great thing for us. Absolutely about that, Mark. That came to the now to Mike's question. Mike is question, what will be the deal? How much money he can get? How long you sign him? Do you keep him? Do you let him go? Patrik Laine healthy. Patrik Laine play at the level he play at 20, 22, 23 years old, 24 years old, or maybe 20, 21. This is the kind of player you want to have on your team because, like Patrik Laine said, the guy is a hammer, and it's a good statement. Eric Detro, welcome back in the house. Thanks for it. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. David back also in the house. Welcome back. Asked to be responsible with the puck. He cannot give it up on the power play. It's just a person get a scoring chance. And Mark, 2 years. Here we go. Mark, 2 years, $6.5 million. On the Montreal Canadiens, it's not a big risk because after 1 year, it does not work. You still have a final year, and then you can trade him. At 6.5, many teams would take him, or it's more easy to be back on the trade market. And, you know, I'm not Patrik Laine, but he loved Montreal. He wants to be in Montreal. He wants to stay here. But if I'm Patrik Laine, I would say to the team, look, I'm sure you want to sign me for 2 years. I would like to get a contract at 4 or 5 years. Can we make a deal tonight? Give me $7 million for 3 years. He already make $70 million. I don't know how much money he make. Sometime when you raise those kind of years in your life, but not my case, I've never been a hockey player, you have to think long-term, family, happiness. More important are just to add maybe $2 million to play for another team to get 1 more years. Is it worth it? Jake Evans stay in Montreal because of that. That said, Mike, you're not wrong at all. Like, this is a great deal, the way you did that. Now, I'm giving you another view of the deal. A 3-year deal, $7 million. Is it good for Patrik Laine? Yes. Is it good for the Montreal Canadiens? Not ideal, not the best thing, but it's okay, I believe. But how much money overall they will get, I'm not sure about that, and what be the risk behind that. That said, also, we have to find a way to be sure he get a great year this year. Like you said, 60 points, I believe, with 30 goals. I think it's reasonable number to reach. And that's the value you should get anyway. But take a risk after that. I see somewhere a super chat, guys. I think Bart did it. I did not see on the chat. I see this on my screen, but I did not see on the TV on the live stream right now. But I'm going to do this. Oh my God! Thank you, Bart. And Mr. Bart scored the first goal tonight. I'm going to get an assist for Mike, by the way. I get an assist on that goal. I'm going to give the second assist to Mark Elliott on that one. David is back. And Patrik will not work the 6 minutes yet. Not work 6 minutes yet for Nendal about Patrik. A team have reached the floor of the cap general manager are almost forced to overpay players. Yeah, I can understand that, but everybody right now are at $74.6 million more. A team rebuilding is close on that one. But usually they find a player like on the long-term injury reserve, like the Weber contract with Chicago right now. Carey Price could be another one. But I can understand that. I like Laine on the Habs, another weapon to add, but I will not give him more than 2-3 years at 5.5. See, um, Mike at 6.5. I just said $7 million. For me, if he produces 30 goals at $7 million, like N26 said, I think it's fair. Patrik Laine at 3 years, fair for him. Montreal 2 years would be better about controlling the salary cap. The risk would be less. But him below at $6 million, so it'll be hard. Interesting go Jack Eichel over Suzuki. Yeah, we have another goal here. Mark Elliott scored a goal. I don't know, guys, why the spreadsheet does not work. But we got a second goal of the night. Thank you, Mark Elliott. And the goal scored by Mr. Mark Elliott on this one, the second goal of the game for the Hockey Nation. I'm going to get an assist on this one for PLW. And thanks for that one. And Billy got another assist, of course, on that goal. Thanks so much for the super chat on that one. Yeah, we're going to go there. Thanks for the likes. We got maybe 30 likes right now. Popular was available. More could take. I take Eichel, more team and 36 mark. The longevity of Laine next contract me depends on if we think we have someone else who will be his spot. I only possibly see Zarovsky, but he is 3 years away, if ever. Yeah, from the inside, Mark, you're right. But as a winger in NHL, it's easier to get a UFA. The price for Laine is really cheap. It was Jordan Harris, and Montreal get a second-round pick, I believe, for Columbus Blue Jacket in 2026. On that one, Gary. Gerard Tremblay slap for PLW, second center. Oof. We trade Yaroslav Sakoski for PL Dubois. My answer, we said no. The Washington maybe will do it. But for me, I will not trade him for Pierre Dubois. The luggage of Patrik Dubois, the Pierre Dubois, is not good enough for me to trade Sakoski only at 21 years old. The risk is too big. I don't know yet the ceiling of Sakoski. I know what Dubois is, but not Sakoski yet. I will not do it. It's a good proposal, but not what I'm thinking. I don't think it will be the right move. You may be right about that run. I think Eichel came into the league very, very cocky, and he stuck with him, and that's why I think does not get that respect. Yes, Ron. I agree. I think Lucky is right also. And come also with the injury, and he want to ease way, and they have those kind of friction with that too. But you're right. It's not like Laine has never been a line driver. He needs someone on his line that push the line. You know what Laine is? Every player are different kind of tools. Cannot ask a Laine to play like a Steve Bergeron. No, I never said he would play like Steve Bergeron. But the best of the best, with talent-wise, he should play at that level, not like Steve Bergeron, but like the Crosby the Ovechkin, the Barkov, the high-level hockey player. That's how he is, Patrik Laine. Talent-wise, skill-wise. But obviously, he never proved it. That kind of the quality hockey player is in NHL. The guy is good, very good, talented, but I'm not sure. We got Laine for almost free. It's a positive for me. Patrik is healthy. I expect him to overachieve this season. Hopefully, I hope the best for Laine. I hope he can. Yeah. Nobody want to be liability on the ice. At one point, it's all about the player limitation. In Montreal, we want Sarkowski to be Kachuk, Laine to play like Jimmy Benn, and Kirby Dak to be Mario Lemieux. I never said that. It's about performance. Performance of Patrik Laine last year, it's not there on the night after night, game after game. He came back from an injury, a major injury. He came back at the middle of the year where it's very difficult. The worst thing could happen to any hockey player is to come back in the middle of the year. And December example. Why? Because you're always running after the players, other players that are already in front of you in good shape. Like you try to match up them, it's impossible. They're going to have 2 months in front of you about to be in shape. The peak. So if Laine would be at his peak of this year, it would be if he play hockey in June, in May and June. So it's impossible for him. So we have to give credit for that. That's nothing wrong for what he accomplished. For me, that's who he is. But for me, I want more. It's those kind of players have to perform every night to be worth it on that. Power play and a 5 versus 5. You give him the puck in front of the net, about 50 feet, left 50, 55. You have a little weapon to put the puck in the net. But where I disagree with PLW is just the fact, like, look, you cannot just sit there and wait for the puck. This is the only fun I have with PLW. Is, look, you have to play as a teammate, as a group 5 player together. Whatever is your role, you have to back check. You have to play good in a defensive zone. You have to be decision making better. But we'll see what he look like for the upcoming year. Gary said Laine play with Demidov is what the other order. Proper at least dependable second between Laine and Demidov. It would be a lot less worry about him. Space, welcome in the house. Hello from Go Habs Go. Space, I believe that's the first time here. I believe it is. If it is, welcome in the Hockey Nation live show. Hopefully you're going to subscribe and click on the likes. Pete Martin has been pressing all the time with Demidov. Imagine Laine play like a bean. That would be a sight to see. Ron, really like the direction that this club is going. Cannot wait until the beginning of the season. No, you're right about this space. Montreal are doing the right thing so far. It's good, and I prefer a good two-way center to play with them. Let Demidov and Laine generate the offense. A good responsibility with them. Good point about that, PLW. You know, a Philippe Danault example, where he can carry on some kind of offense, really smart, win his face off. That's the kind of player you will have to get between Laine and Demidov. Gary Laine is loved in the locker room. Good evening, Pete Vitain. Let's move on. Okay. Gary Houston, KFC Campbell is good on the road, man. Crosby played with Dupuis Cornice because he need that kind of tools on his line. Oh, disagree with you. Crosby does not need Cornitz and Dupuis on his line. Sorry, it's not Cornitz make Sidney Crosby one of the best players in NHL. You put Sidney Crosby with anybody beside him, Sidney Crosby score again. Sidney Crosby make point every night. So, sorry, PLW, but completely, and I said completely disagree with that part. No one spit Laine tonight is more about his involvement. Yeah, application of the game. Pierre Martin said, mais MLS is perfect code for the Montreal Canadiens. Crosby can play with anyone. Connect Dupuis, Gwenzel, Ross, Caracal is old friend. Yeah, that's my point about that. Welcome, Randy Walkman. On that one, Oi, Pete, Janelle. Are you on your new studio code? No, not there yet. Butch, I should be live Tuesday night from my new office. If not Wednesday. But 2 more days. Family is overrated, Randy, from A2. Let's move on. Bart, thanks so much. Coach, your app would finish third in American Classic. Not a bad statement. I don't see that. But if it's happened, Bart, we are in the good hands, said State Farm. Thanks for the super chat. I've been a long time listener, so proud of where this channel is going. Bless. Thanks so much, Space. Very kind of you. Share your input anytime. You're welcome again. TH, knock the door. Great conversation about Victor Eklund today. TH, very kind to take time to talk with us. And Discord. You can join our Discord, guys, at the Hockey Nation. We talk about everything. We're going to build other locker room inside the Hockey Nation, like the fantasy locker room, the prospect locker room. We're going to talk about talent locker room. But that's the place to be if you want to get. We went having a good convo on the Discord. Yeah, we did for sure. Pete, Coach, will you internet be good on the farm? He suppose look like we got a fiber optic. I got the same what I got here. But we'll see. That's my only concern right now. He asked to give me 3 with Dimidov, then 3 years at 7 is good. Not a bad call, Mike. Francis, welcome in the house. Which initial player could be comparable to Laine offense and defense to figure out a survey? Oh. That's a good one. Because you talk about a 35 goal and the age and it's not easy. It's nobody come in my head. Because every time you get 30 gold per year a plus, you get more money. You get 8, 9, 10, 11. But because you never did that for the last couple of years, it's very difficult to be evaluated and to be compared. And he's 28, 29. He's on his peak of his career now. At 27 now. He's going to be 26, 27. Those players sign more money. Matthew Nice never played that kind of player like they got a $7 million. Pasternak got $11 million. Many players get 8, 9 million. I don't have no name right now came on my head because he's really unique because this his situation. Does it make sense? Francis? But it's a good question. We have to think more. Thanks so much, Mark, for the super chat, by the way. Very kind of you. For the goal. Roger is in the house. Is guaranteed that Price would be traded? No, it's not. But he should. So when salary cap is not easy to understand. Like average fans, hockey fans, they know the cap and that's it. But when you think about more, why the team want to be under cap when the season starts? Because they have 191 days in NHL. And the cap is divided by that. So if the team are below the salary cap for $1 million, you take the $1 million, you divide this by 191 days. That gives you a $5,000 salary cap saving per day. So they accumulate those kind of saving. It's not on the paper, on the public or the people. But when they come to the trade deadline, when you accumulate this and that kind of money, if you are saving $1 million, when they go at the trade deadline, they have 41 days remaining for the rest of the season. And if you do that way, that players you sign, you can get a players about $4 million and your team for the rest of the year to play with your team. That's strange to say that. It's not visually easy to understand. But when you do this on the paper, it makes sense. So the team have more money under a cap, have a better chance to get a players at your highest money salary cap at the trade deadline for the rest of the year. That's what the team want to be. But more close you are under two is really good because now you're really under the cap. If you have a long-term injury reserve, you save more money. So you have two option and perception of the GM. Like Chicago have $18 million. They don't have no problem right now with to have a player at the trade deadline. But that's how it works, and that's how you have to understand a bit. It's difficult, like I said, but when you understand that, that's why Roger, you want Carey Price to be out of the contract because Montreal is going to be over a cap, and they have no leverage after that. They have zero leverage, so their hands are tied to add a players on the season. That's the reason they want to trade the contract at Carey Price. And because he only owned $2 million this year for his final year contract, a team want to add a player they are under a cap and with Carey Price, and they want to use that money. They could do that. It's just San Jose. All the team right now have no problem with the floor at $34.6 million. But it all depends your perception about that. I don't think Price contract will be a trade until it would be the end. It would be until the end with the Montreal Canadiens. There you go. Mark will another shot at top shell. Butch again, Mark Elliott and Butch, Gary Mark go. Keep Slavkovsky, but PLC away. Yeah. Georges Larec has entered the chat, Pierre Dubois. This is really strange. I know PLW follow more he's really into the everything. PLW is amazing for me, by the way. You know, Sid and I disagree with him, but PLW, he knows a lot of things and he follow everything, left and right. But PLW, I did not like the PPM transformation of the upcoming season. At the point, I don't watch anything. Like, I don't listen any one of them. I don't know what is your feeling, PLW, about that, but I don't like it a lot. Mike, Sakesi is coming out this year. Here we go. Laine is skill not comparable. Is Crosby as a player like Kovalev was skilled but not comparable to Yager as a player? Yeah, I did not want to compare Laine as a player like Crosby. I was talking about performance. If you are not subscribed, thanks so much, Roger. It's all about a desire for Laine. If you want to stay in Montreal, he will pay, or he will play hard. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't see the Habs going all in for the trade for the second center. They better play like a center. We need patience to try out to prospect everything like that. Laine is a kind of player that you don't see all game, and he will sing one in the net, one you don't expect it, and change the game. That's who he is. Now, this is a perception in NHL, right, or in hockey. I did not see this against the Washington Capitals. 5 game, he didn't make any difference against the Washington Capitals. But this is what you should be. This is the kind of players you don't see. He score a goal one and left and right. I know that. But he had to bury more at 5 versus 5 to make that statement real for Patrik Laine. Are they waiting for age for a second set? No, Billy. I could be wrong here, but management cannot think that way. They wish, but they cannot think. It's all about opportunity, Billy. I think it's Billy, right? Yeah. If the right opportunity show up, they will jump on it. Depend the cost, it depends who they get. And again, I'm going to repeat, guys. Montreal are waiting for the players between 24 years old to 28 years old to be a second center in NHL for their team. It could be 22, 21, but it will not go over 28. And Montreal right now, at least it's a big problem like Justin Barron last year on the right defenseman. That team was going nowhere. They're struggling on that position, and they tried to figure out to fix it, but they trade for Alex Carrier. If they realize in December they have no answer at the second center, they will be a little bit more aggressive, Billy, to get older players for a transition time. But I don't see that right now for the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, PLW, I agree with you. That's reflect exactly what you described, the face-off and the responsible players, and he can balance a line because of his play like that. So you're absolutely right about this, PLW. You see, guys, this is why I like that, because you can be a hockey fans nuts and talking, sharing, disagree, agree, and see at the end the things differently, but it makes sense. What PLW said all night long, it makes sense, in my view, but I just disagree because I see this another way. There's nothing wrong with that. For that, Randy said no need. I think Owen Beck would play in Laval most next season. I think for the benefit of Winbeck, yes, but it's not guaranteed will be there all year long. Does that make sense? Ron talk about Crosby. Mark, maybe it's what he need. Crosby has the same work ethic as Gally, but with more talent. Yeah. We overestimate the need of the grinder or puck retriever, saying on the best line. Yeah. I think for me, Likonen is a good one. Verhey, Dawson Brown. I think Autre Palat with Kucherov a point, he was the key player for that line, in my opinion. So I understand you, the puck retriever, the hunter. For me, when I was coaching at a young age, I always said, who want to be the hunter? And to sell this to the young team, at 12 years old, 14 years old, right? They want to play for you, and they want to be the king. They want to be the player, right? And I would sell the hunter, the most important player on my team. I said, that guy, if you are the hunter, you become, in my view, the best player of the team. Oh, my God. You can see those kids sit in the room and looking at you like, I want to be a hunter. I want to be a hunter. What I need to do? What I need to do, coach? I enjoy coaching because at that age, they are innocent. They don't know everything, right? And they just want to be that players, whatever you sell to them. So I was always use different tricks to talk to them, to prepare them, and to show to them. And it was a great time. Go out there, change up things in the jungle. You need to watch out for snake, big cat. No, really, Billy. On that side, it's looking good. We are in the zone of the monkeys and the elephant, but nothing dangerous there so far. That's a good thing. I will spend a ton of time in the prospect locker room at TH. Yeah, I'm working on different things, TH, for the upcoming season, for sure. Jungle, cheese, and sharp market. Yeah, they told me Correct is pretty good, but I've never been there yet. So we'll see my next visit. But now I have already the cheese, so I have to be careful now. Bush ability to be in the game with Crosby depend on the affiliation with the World Pittsburgh Penguin coach. Yeah, I can understand. Should Pittsburgh buy Price contract for prospect coach? No, Montreal was not to sell Price, give a prospect, a good prospect or a high pick. I don't see that trade. Calgary Flame did it with Monahan because they have to. And Monahan at that point have 2 years deal as his contract, if I can recall it. For Price is on final year contract. It's more about a floor salary cap, in my opinion, for Price. Chicago, San Jose could be that team. At Pittsburgh or a team already close the salary cap, they don't need Carey Price. At least a specific reason, but I don't see that. So the price value, the trade does not have to be high for the Montreal Canadiens. To the listener, understand speech by Stallone, the salary cap is easy. For that, Pittsburgh already over $80 million, almost $40 million under the salary cap. We need to add something. Pittsburgh want likely a prospect, maybe not just a pick. But again, they don't really need the Carey Price pick. Exactly, and 26. Gary, everything. I move on. Coach, do you add need Price contract for the entire year? Not sure about the maths. But The only easy way to understand A2 is the contract of Carey Price. If he start on the long term at the October 8th, the ends of Ken Hughes after that is limited. What you mean? It's because he's opened up $4 or $5 million on salary cap for for the Montreal Canadiens with Carey Price on the long term. But that's the only thing they can do. And then he cannot move everybody back and forth because he has only $4 million on salary cap or Carey Price available to be played with. If he has the full contract of Carey Price, it's easier. If another player goes in the long-term injury reserve, you can add a bad contract to get an asset in return. That's what I'm talking about, leverage. So easy way, guys. The contract of Carey Price start at the season before the season starts a long term. That limit the Montreal Canadiens to do some actions during the year and to be careful about the salary cap with a player injury or not. That's sometime Montreal play with 22 players. Remember, like I said at the big, like I said earlier, guys, when I said a team want to have a salary cap average about $1 million and less to the salary cap to get saving to get a player the trade deadline with a 191 days and the 41 days remaining. It's a bit deeper to understand, but that's the reason they want to be that way, to have more leverage during the year to play with a salary cap on that one and to get more asset trade like N26 when we did at the traded line. Team want to add a player, specific player to have a better playoff run, and other team want to make a trade to get a pick and return. PPP has been sold, coach. Have financial difficulty and is getting sold, so they cut the cost, not renew anybody, and are going with very young people now. I said that. A great point, PW. Cats is in the house. Happy Sunday, my friend. Not a fan of the Marinero, but I think PNB are making a big mistake. Marinero was just a dumb. It transformed that network. Everyone was talking about them last year. Now the Utsons as yeah. So that be yeah. Again, I'm not negative about that, but like I said, I'm not going to. I don't want to say it that way, but have a difficult time me with Anthony Marcotte. I don't know. I don't click with him, and now he get a job in the morning, and I like Gilbert Delorme just because he's Gilbert Delorme. I think Delorme with Deno and the other one was pretty good, the three together. But now with Deno and Marcotte and Delorme, I don't like it. Make up play a step and state that Jabez won't need to travel fair to watch him. Yeah, you're right about that. 9-11 guy, I did not go nowhere yet. Crazy. We have a 1-year contract. They will not renew. PS is in the house. You cannot teach what Laine can do. Others. You're right about that. Roger, do you agree with the now new 84-game schedule this upcoming season? 2 more games sound like a way to just increase revenue. Roger, you talk about the new CBA will be the following year. This year they still have 82 games. At the end of the day, Roger, 2 exhibition games we watch boring. At 2 more games of the season, I would prefer 2 more games. That said, I would prefer the NHL start October 1st or September 28th and finish the hockey season June 5th or June 10th. 2 weeks. You start the season 2 weeks prior and you finish the season 2 weeks earlier. That would be more my perception of that. That said, that would bring the initial draft June 15, 20. Then the team have 2 more weeks to prepare for the UFA. It's too packed together. But this management point would be, I agree with me, coach. Guest football for 4 years. Here we go. That's a great Pete. You gave back to the people. Makeup would be play again, men, this season. Not an insured majority. The college team over 20 years old would be watched to see how he performed because WHL at college is not the same. I agree with you. And 26. Do you agree with me? That cost James Higgins' season last year 11 goals. That dropped him for the number 1 overall to number what? 7 now? 6, 7? I don't see McKenna drop at that level, but the close raise will be more close if McKenna cannot produce an MCA. Talent is a beautiful place. Yes, A2. I still cannot find a place to find any rules change how they are coming. I didn't see anything yet, Roger. I would love to down a price of Randy. Yeah, it makes sense. By the way, Taiwan, there are a lot of people like nurse here in Canada not looking good. Taiwan with that channel on the move. What a crowd, Billy. Thanks for all the likes we got. We crossed the 40 likes. About that, Billy, Mark Elliott, he has generate more activity in the first year because they are under the gate. For that, I tried to pick up everything that shots here. Sean, Sam, welcome back in the house. Sam, thanks to stop by tonight on the Hockey Nation Night Show. And don't forget to click on like. Welcome, Sam. P.S. My only critique to Tony is that he must more is actually speaker if he have someone that mode for him, he would be better like Snake and Matthias. They got third guy. Where's the episode? They should hire me, Snake, and Matthias. Coach, would you consider to make a show? Yeah, no problem with Grant a lot. I disagree with his many things he said, but he's really particular. I don't know he's going to be back with the team with Tony podcast tonight. He starts something new with another guy, but I would love to get him here. Anybody, like, we make some crazy demands for people, but I don't think so it will happen. But I email, I text, or send. I reached 10 people influence in Quebec. Bazou, Godin, Lapierre, Thériault. Thériault is really one of the best in Quebec right now about prospect. Then on the USA territory, Peters, Wheeler, Proman, Atlantic, Cam Robinson, David St. Louis, David Etiqui. Last name, I screw his last name right now. I tried to get Baudouin. I try. It's just like I need 10,000 subscribers right now. If I get 10,000, that would be better. But we'll see. Can I give up? On that one, Bobby is in the house tonight. Matthew Snake should invite you over there, Coach. I would love to go there. Boisvert could be a good one. Mathias is, all the respect of Mathias Brunet. He's a great speaker, right? Very smart, like a reporter, everything, writer, whatever you call it. Snake know the game, he know prospect. Yeah, sometimes he go left and right, but we all go that direction sometimes. Boisvert, I think, would be good to get here. But that's my point, and 26. We are good to, with you. Into his first in the quiz with Luc Lafortune, Bobby, right now. Cats, yes, Coach has been with Pierre Lebrun for years now. start NHL season in September. Don't worry about NFL college football. Also, 2 3 weeks between draft and the free agency cats. Pierre Lebrun, I love German Shepherd when I was kid. Guy. Yeah, me too. Do a show with Roger Brulotte. I don't think so. I don't want to get there, but I have some kind of friends with Roger Brulotte. Just give you an idea, guys. I almost, well, not kill him, but I almost fight him. I did not do it because I did not want to lose my job. But yeah, I will stay there. I will stop here. Never give up, Coach Cat. You're absolutely right. Give up is the way out. PS Mark. Butter, goalie, Husky for me. Husky, Coach, did you move? No, Bobby. Tomorrow and 2 days. I should be moving. I don't have my phone. My phone is over there, and I'm not going to see you tomorrow, so I cannot show to you guys. Have a lot of great pictures about where I'm going, everything like that. How it looked like. Remember, guys, Thailand. You have pretty good things here, like technology, computer, everything like that. But they are still on the country I'm going, the third world. Like, it's not easy. And they do everything for what they have. And they use everything. So you have another way. We'll see. I'm going to try my best to show to you at some point. Do you see the ad by Gallagher out to make space for a younger player? No. Sam, I think that we trade Gallagher well. I would say more chance to trade Josh Anderson. Whatsoever Anderson bring, will be 32 years old, bring something, the power forward. I think both of them be with Montreal next season. If you think about this, next year, Jekai, Kapanen, Beck are going to be the game. The same players are going as a rookie to knock the door. I would say no right now. Thanks so much, Bobby. Very kind of you. I have two schnauzer female with cocoa and the male with coconut. My mom, we talk about dog right now, but my mom have a mini schnauzer, Mickey. We got her for it's rare, but she passed away at 17 years old. my mom, she cook a lot, and she cook everyone. She always bring someone in the house, like not a homeless, but someone, to come because she love people. She always bring people. And my mom, she was not buy the she would not buy the dog food to feed Mickey. Mickey have a great life with my mom. Like, she gave him everything you cannot give to the dog. If the dog cannot eat that, but she gave it to the dog. So the dog hit hot dog and hamburger, and the dog ate everything. Everybody would tell her, "Don't do this. She's going to die." She lived 17 years with my mom. I'm laughing because that was like, everybody would tell her, "Don't do that. She will be die. She was going to die. Don't feed her that way. She's going to die." And she died at 17 years old. Yeah, she was maybe not a small dog. She was overweight a little bit, but Mickey loved the food with my mom. Slenderman is when I was young. My neighbor have She was beautiful. It's just like to play very positive. Guys, it's 10:22. I did not talk with any pressure for the Montreal Canadiens. I did not do the clash. I did not do the trivia. It's okay. We can bring that in the next show. There's the beauty here. That's the reason we come back every night because sometimes we talk about something and we have no expectation. This is why people come here. So he did not talk about pressure. He's not very good. I can understand that. But when you have questions and you're sharing things, I think at the end of the day, this was a pretty good show about sharing about hockey. I think we did. I did not do Montreal Canadian news, guys. There are not many news anyway. But we have 10:23. I'm going to give you guys. Let me check something here for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not going to go a little bit deeper, but let's see. A start, a bench, a cut. You know, we do some kind of exercise like this. And tonight, I have a couple. I have one of them. If you are a GM and you want to start your team, you have to put him on the bench and you have to cut one player on the waiver between Brent Trottier, Ron Francis, and Matt Sundin. Put me in the chat. It takes you time to start, to bench, and to cut. You just put this back to back to back. I understand that. So who do you start? Trottier, Francis, Sundin. Who do you bench? Sundin, Francis, Trottier. But who do you cut? 3 center. Amazing, great career. Islanders, Hartford, Pittsburgh, and then Toronto, and Vancouver, and Quebec. We have a super chat. Mr. Sandine scored the third goal for a hat trick tonight.
Oh my God!
Thank you. And we scored the third goal of the night, the third super chat after Mark Bart gave us a super chat tonight. We give an assist tonight at Pete Martin on the third goal, and we're going to give an assist to Guy tonight on the third goal of the night. A2. Trottier, Sundin, Francis. Mark, you go with Trottier, Francis, Sundin. Trottier, number 1 here. I think so much, Roger. Billy, yeah, it was fun. Start Cats. Start Sundin, bench, Francis, cut Trottier. Wow, that's completely. We should that one. It's possible. We have Trottier and Francis start bench. Sundin is overrated, Bobby. Hey, Mr. Epic, welcome back in the house. Don't forget to click on the like. Francis, Sundin, Trottier for Luc Lafortune. That's what I like because we are odds friend. Wait to see that. Start Sundin, bench Trottier, out. Cut Francis. That's awesome. Cat. Sundin, Francis, et Trottier. Run. Guy, Trottier, Sundin, Francis. Pete, Francis, Trottier, et Sundin. That's interesting, guys. It's not easy one. Trottier lead the Islanders 4 years of the Stanley Cup. Francis have a very good. He was underrated. What a couple of years Stanley Cup with the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know if N26 is still here. Mark, go with Doc and you. What you choose? I would say out of this. Mark, that one. Cash. Trottier, Francis, Sundin. Hey, Mr. M&M. Welcome back in the house. Ah, yeah, it's not easy one. Everyone, I cut Sundin. I don't think Sundin won the Stanley Cup. I don't think so. I see won the Stanley Cup 4 times. Very close with Francis. I go with the same way it is. Trottier, Francis, Sundin. PS also. Yeah, I think I go with Trottier, Francis, Sundin because of that. Sundin was a good hockey player. Eminem, welcome back. Bobby, Sundin cut. That was one very hard to decide. What was your choice, coach? Trottier, Francis, and Sundin. About Brian Trottier. And that's all, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. I apologize if sometimes we try to do the best we can, but I think it was really fun to sharing a lot for Patrik Laine conversation tonight. A lot of people talk about this, the contract of Jack Eichel, the evaluation of Jack Eichel. That's another big subject we got tonight with Patrik Laine. And that make a lot of great conversation about the salary cap. We talk about Montreal Canadiens prospect, the second center, and more to come in the next couple of days. Next week, we start the projection of the Montreal Canadiens players and the team. Stay tuned. This week, we have one night of 2 guests. Marco Larrabee return. Marco Larrabee is coming with a new show name for the upcoming year, guys. Be ready for that one. I love it. I love the new name. And then we have Jim Beringer return for us this week, Wednesday night with Marco. So we expect a big show. We skip tomorrow night by exception. And we're going to be back Tuesday night, if everything turns to be good. If not, we'll be back Wednesday. But look like for what my projection is, I will be back Monday night. 3 super chat tonight. Mark, Bart, and Sam. Thanks so much. Very kind of you. We're looking for more members of the channel. I know you maybe said, Coach, you're always looking for money. It's not about the money on my pocket. It's about the channel to stay live, to make more, to be sure we can deliver more and to do more, and to hopefully you enjoy to be here every single night, and to make that channel better and bigger, to have more people around who want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens and the NHL. That's the purpose of that, nothing else. If I wish I was rich, I don't have to be worried about anything. I would say, who cares? At some point, we need to reach some kind of stability of this channel, and we have to be sure this works. And that's all for the recap of the week of the Montreal and the NHL. Until the next time, my friend. Of course, we want to tell you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. That's exactly who you are. Don't forget, please, to click on the like and come back at Tuesday night. Until then, my friend, be well, be well. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Someone said 2025. The Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation, and all the cheese and talent want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the beginning of the week tomorrow, and come back at Tuesday night. Oh. And booyah! Good night, everybody.